What's up, guys? Slade from Tactical Basements, and I'd like to just make a discussion about everybody bashing police. Now, obviously, if you follow my channel, you're probably pro police, I would imagine, unless you're just in it for negative comments towards the police or any kind of Second Amendment. Uh, but let's move on. Um, it's gotten on my pretty much last nerve of everybody whining and crying and saying police crying police brutality and trying to disarm police officers. Um, so these people they don't really understand much of anything when it comes to police and officer safety. And if you are afraid, listen, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are a lieutenant, chief, police officer, you're an upstanding citizen that has never even got a parking ticket. You're driving. You see those red and blue lights behind you. I don't care who you are. I myself have been a police officer for 13 years. I still, to this day, if I get stopped for a minor infraction, uh, I get nervous. And then I kind of like, something like kind of like clicks and it's like, wait a minute, you didn't do anything. And if you did, it was probably just a simple mistake that anyone could make. I mean, we make mistakes. For traffic infractions, unless it's something stupid, as far as you're driving without a license. If you're a police officer, I doubt you don't have that problem. Or you're driving without insurance or a bad inspection. I take that back because there are circumstances that people drive with bad inspections, bad registrations. If the registration on their car is, and this doesn't just go for police officers, this goes for everybody. And this is why I give a lot of people breaks. I'm not that officer out there writing everybody, nope, you shouldn't have done it, you could have found a different way, you can't go on the road. The registration expired by a day. Your inspection expired 10 minutes ago because it just turned to midnight and it's the first. Guys, cut the shit because you're making us look like idiots, and that's why people jump on us. You guys are probably the guys that when I'm trying to get on the air for something, or any other officer is trying to get on the air for something important, they need backup. They have a major car crash, anything. They're trying to get on the air and they're waiting for you to stop running traffic till 4 in the morning. Traffic stop after traffic stop after traffic stop, and then it's not just calling in your registration. You have these new guys that are, and don't get me wrong, I am in no way bashing any other police officers. I kind of am in a way, like I'm just trying to educate newer guys. We've all been there where there was times where I was bored and went down the station and hung out with the guys and jumped in the car with them and just rode around. And I would just have my badge and my gun and just, they had a call, I'd back them up, and I didn't care. I wasn't even getting paid for it. But I get it. I get the whole traffic stops. I was there too. But there's going to come a time where you just don't want to pull everyone over for every minor infraction because they failed to use a turn signal. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that there's tons of the guys. Everyone bitches. The cop pulled me over because they didn't use the turn signal. Okay, if he writes you a ticket for that, I can see you being pissed off. But that's a great way to stop. I mean, if you have a guy driving down your street and he's going to do a home invasion on your house and hurt your family. But he forgot to use his turn signal, and that officer stopped him, ran him, and found out he was wanted. Took him into custody, or saw any kind of weapons and stopped that. That's, I mean, I don't know how many people I've stopped for minor infractions and they were wanted for major crimes. If they're not wanted, that's what I'm looking for. Or they don't have a lot of drugs in the car, or illegal weapons. Cut them loose. Get in there, see what's going on, run them. They're clean, something like that. Cut them loose. If they're being a jerk, getting mouthy with you, have an attitude, okay, write them. I get it. Because they basically wrote their own ticket. Everyone knows. I mean, and that's another thing. When you get stopped, just be polite to the officer. Okay? He's just doing his job. Whether he is very over proactive or he is just checking up on you, make sure you're okay, make sure you're not having a seizure because you swerved a little bit, or they're not always looking for drunk drivers, guys. I mean, there's just tons more. So just be polite. Yes, officer, here's my license, my registration. Don't pull out your phone. Just so you know, I'm not rolling the window down all the way. That's all you need. Why do you need my driver's license? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm a sovereign citizen. I mean, guys, but here's my main thing of this video is, guys that are carrying, you have a permit to carry in Pennsylvania, you need a permit to carry in Pennsylvania in order to have a gun on your hip while you're driving, or in the glove box, or in the center console, or in the door, or anywhere. I mean, unless it's in the trunk, in the old Glock case, then you don't need it because you're going to the range, something like that, or you just bought it. But once you, it just makes it a lot easier. Go out, get the permit to carry, and you're good. But let the officer know, hey officer, just so you know, I do have a weapon in the car. And here's my main thing. As soon as you say that, not only is the officer very appreciative that you told him that, because now he knows, like, I mean, you went out of your way to make sure he, feels a little bit safer because you said that. Don't forget, now a lot of times you're getting stopped, it's not just one officer you're dealing with. He's got a backup officer that's coming up on the passenger side, shining his flashlight in the window. Okay? So, if you're a lefty and you carry your holster on your left side, chances are none of us are going to see it, because the door's covering it and your body's covering it for the backup officer. But if you're a righty, okay, and that officer, the backup officer, sees your gun, first thing he's going to do is yell, gun. You could be a police officer. We don't know that. But if you fail to tell him that, and the officer got to telling his, the officer that stopped you, the one you're dealing with, the one you're speaking to, he beat you to the punch of saying gun. Don't freak out. Okay? They're just going to say, listen, why do you have a gun? You have a permit to carry? Okay, can we see it? Okay. Listen. Now, if the officer is by himself, chances are he's going to ask you, do you mind if I see your weapon? Make me feel more comfortable if I took the weapon to my patrol car until we're done with the traffic stop. That way, there's no chance in hell of you getting shot because you made a stupid move. I'm not saying you were going to shoot the cop, but you could have just went for something too fast in that direction. And chances are, you're really not going to get shot, but you're definitely going to get drawn down on, and him screaming at you to show you your hands. My suggestion is, when you are carrying legal, and you have a permit, and you have one strapped to your side, let them know, always keep your documents far away that you have no way of reaching in that direction. So in other words, if you're carrying on your side, okay, and your center console is here, don't carry your registration and your insurance in the center console, because first thing you're gonna do, officer, I have a gun. Oh, thanks for telling me. I appreciate that. Can I see your license, registration, proof of insurance, and your permit to carry? Sure. All of them are right here. You're turning, he can't see you. You can just come up and shoot him. We don't know you. It's happened plenty of times. Look it up. You're on YouTube now. So, my suggestion is keep them far away. You're reaching far away. He can see your hands. He can see what's in the glove box, okay, when you're opening it. And there's no way. But like I said, there's a good chance he's going to ask you for that weapon, okay? Chances are he's going to say, do you mind if I don't want you to hand me the gun. Because there's times where I was nervous and said, listen, I don't want you to hand me the gun. Because somebody was acting a little spacey. I'm going to pull them out of the car. And he said, listen, I'm just going to take your firearm off you, myself. I'm going to do it. Don't reach for it. Let me get it. I'm taking the gun. I'm going to run the registration or the serial number on the gun, make sure it's not stolen. Check, make sure your permit to carry is valid. And while that traffic stop is going, I'm either keeping the gun in the car or I'm taking the gun apart. Don't be surprised if you drive away with your gun assembled with, the slide and the bullets all taken apart and the mag emptied. I myself has had it happen to me as a police officer. Do you mind if I listen? It was a little. They knew I'm a cop. If it's not major, 90% of the time, and I'm not saying this is. I hate to say this because everyone's gonna say, "Oh, there you a free ride," but it's just professional courtesy. If it's something that's stupid as far as a blinker, oh, okay, you're an officer. I'm not even gonna waste my time with it. But if it's something real dumb, the officer's drunk, DUI, smashed into a car, he's being a jerk. Oh, I'm a cop. He's pulling one of these where it's, get out of here. You know what I mean? It's just, it's ridiculous. So, we deal with those. There's a guy, if you look it up, I don't know, I think it was Michigan. He's a lieutenant. DUI. He acted like an asshole the whole traffic stop. They ended up arresting him. He was like .24 or something. And I'm not saying the guy, good for the lieutenant, but there's a prime example of us not giving favors. Something serious like that, where someone could have been killed. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're a cop, but you made a dumbass decision tonight. And I'm not losing my job of cutting you loose when someone finds out your blood alcohol is a .24. Not doing it. Not losing my job over it. So, yes, you probably are going to end up losing your job over it. Maybe not. I know there's been some situations where officers have. By the way, there's going to be a part 2 of this. So, because I do that whole 15-minute thing with Facebook. So, like I said, just look that up. He was a lieutenant in Michigan, DUI. It should come right up. And the guy acted like a complete asshole. They ended up arresting him. The kid was he gave him like 50, warrant, just opportunities to get out of the vehicle and do field sobriety and cooperate, and he failed to. He just put that officer in a position to try to make him pretty much lose his job. So guys, that's the end of this video. We're going to wrap it up for now. I'll see you in part 2. Alright, play about 3 seconds.